Hello, my name's Tori Anderson. It's the first week of April, and here in Levan, where I live in central Utah, which is where my house is, I think we're over a mile high above sea level. It's time to start thinking about spring planting. I don't think I can actually plant anything outdoors for another month or two because we'll still have too many freezes at night, but time for me to get things going. I moved here, or me and my family, we moved here 24 years ago, 25 years ago. Yeah, it's been 25 years. We moved to this little farming community, and it's been a good place to raise the kids. They're all gone now, but I have a little more time for gardening now. I'm not a great gardener. I've been working at it for 25 years and had successes and many, many, many failures, but I love it, and I love what happens. I certainly don't have a show garden, but it brings me a lot of joy. I'd like to share with you this year's growing experience beginning today. I noticed right here in front of me on my lilacs, there's buds already. Yeah, we have little buds up here coming out green. It kind of worries me. I wonder if they'll make it through the next freezes. Well, they have every year. It's never not bloomed, and it's always quite beautiful. Over here we have choke cherries. We planted them, I don't know, 20 years ago, and they've grown big. Nothing coming out on them yet. I used to try to make choke cherry jelly, but it takes a lot of choke cherries and it's hard to get it to set up. I just leave them for the birds now. Right over down here, I have a thyme garden. Doesn't look like much now, of course, because it's early spring. But I'll have to come in here and mow that down here maybe this week and get it down so it'll come back growing strong. I love my thyme garden. I planted it from seeds about 20 years ago, and by golly, it's one of the things that grew. Instead it died on me, then it spread. I love it. I have my little flower bed here. Took an old bed frame and put it in there. It's kind of gone to seed. We'll see what we can put in here this year. Got some tulips growing in there. Got some grapes back here growing along this thing. They tend to keep growing every year in spite of me. And we share them with the birds and the wasps. Yeah. Some old gardens where we had some beds here and the beds have rotted away, but we still have some thyme and lavender in there. We'll see what we can do with there this year. We'll see how that changes. Got some raspberries over here that stay with us. My wife kind of watches after them, and we don't get a lot, but we get enough for some good pancakes and things like that. Got my side yard over here with another Russian olive. Our fire pit, everything's tipped over on it at the moment. Hopefully you'll see that in use this year. We got some more seats out there, so everything's kind of a shambles here after our long winter. Kind of a mess, but hope to see it change and be used this summer and bring us some joy. Here's my backyard. Used to be grass, a lot of weeds in there now. Still plenty to mow. All that land out there is mine, out to that second fence. And some horses graze out there, they're not mine. Kind of nice. Used to have chickens in there, a lot of chickens, till some animal got in there and killed them all, and we didn't replenish them this last time. We've had many chickens over the years, a lot of nice eggs. But my children's old swing, a lot of memories on that swing with my 8 children. Yes, you heard right, 8. Tori, Corey, Rory, Chloe, Lori, Jory, Gloria, and Story. And my baby Story just left home this year after he graduated from high school, so we're now empty nesters. And this swing is just a bunch of nice memories for me now. Got my sagebrush right there. I actually planted that. I brought it down from Idaho, from my dad's house. My stepmom, Violet, was growing it, and I wanted a piece of Idaho down here in Utah. So I came down and planted it. You know, I don't water it or anything because it's wild and it's tough and it's not pretty. It'll get prettier when it blooms and all, but anyway, I like having my piece of Idaho here with me. Got some beautiful flowers here last year. My wife grew all of this. That's a lot of composted soil in there, and my goodness, she grew flowers and squashes and pumpkins, and just kind of really came to life last year. We'll see what happens there. Got a little orchard here, apricot tree, the big one there in the middle. Some peach trees, miniature peach trees right here. Yeah. Got our trumpet vine over here, which has been blooming magnificently recently. Got a little patio back here that needs work. I need to like take the roof down, and it's on the east side of our little shed there, and so it gives us shade in the afternoons on the hot summer days when it gets hot again. My wife has a little secret place back here that the weeds tend to take over. Oh my goodness, Levan is built on wild grasses, and in 25 years I have lost the battle. I have pulled mountains and mountains of wild grasses and morning glory wild, morning glory, and I've lost because it just beat me. I'll have to tell you more about that later. This is my little cover for when I bring my plants when they get too tall for my indoor planting. I bring them out and put them in this. It's a little worse for the wear at the moment, but it works. In a big windstorm, it got blown around and broken a little bit, but it still does the job. I can still lift up the side and put the bigger plants in there, and while we're waiting for the last frost to get by till like June. This is where my flower gardens are. Nothing much now, but you wait till summer. I've been having some success back here. Growing roses, growing herbs, yarrow, lemon thyme, and sweet woodruff, and lavender. And then of course we have lots of flowers that I've been having fun learning how to grow. So it doesn't look like much now, but hopefully we'll watch it come alive as the year goes along. Had all my zinnias and 4 o'clocks in here, and all dried and gone, just memories of last summer. Got a little miniature rose garden here, and then we got our sages, right? Man, I didn't even plant that sage there, but it grew and it stays. And I have to cut it back. And the one over here, man, I've had to cut them back so much because they just like to grow. Something that I can't seem to kill. All right. Well, this year I hope to show you how this grows and comes alive, even though I'm not really a very good gardener.